Benjamin Tebow, a sophomore from St. Albans, Vermont. We're 20 seconds in and no score.
MSU coming out firing already, it seems like, and already almost looking better than they did against Quinnipiac last night. A good chance there. They're firing on all cylinders 20 seconds in.
Face off to the right of Tebow, and a quick shot on net from Michigan State is able to be patted away. It goes back out into the neutral zone, and it's found there by Gramlich. Gramlich trying to keep a cycle going in the neutral zone. He gets it to Stripling. Back to Gramlich as Michigan State works up the left wing side. Rothy will chip it into the zone, but just harmlessly as it's found there by Brockman. Brockman up the right wing to no one in particular. Bankston nearly got on that puck, but Michigan State's D will collect it. This is Goodis to Beaumont, now left wing side. Finding this puck here is Rothy. Rothy cuts to the middle, centering for Beaumont in front. Oh, it kicks off a skate and trickles harmlessly to Tebow. That one had a wide open half of the net there, but can't get a stick or a skate on it there is Calvin Stripling, and Tebow here gets the whistle. Face-off coming here to the right of Tebow from the top of the circles, firing a shot, Matthew Cox, and it ramps up off of a stick and will go into the protective netting, so we'll do it again to Tebow's right. 59 seconds into this game, no score between Michigan State and Central Florida. Face-off coming here again to the right of Tebow. Central Florida wins it, and they win it right back to their netminder. So for a third straight time, we'll face this one off to the right of the sophomore from Vermont. 18:57 left to go here in the first period. No score between Michigan State and Central Florida. Spartans win the draw, but they split the D and have to collect it back in the neutral zone. D'Agostini with the puck. D-to-D pass to Blank up the left wing side. It'll be shot in to negate the icing. Goes along the side of Tebow's cage, and then it's jammed at there on the far side. Tebow thought his defenseman was going to pick it up, and getting a chance at net right there, Dean LaMantia. And LaMantia nearly had the game's opening goal a minute and 15 in.
Yeah, minute 15 in. MSU is playing fantastic. They're playing with passion and like they really want to win this game, even though it doesn't mean anything for them.
Up the far boards with this. Central Florida trying to get it out of the zone, and now they will on a second effort. 3-on-2 rush here if they want it. This is Greenberg coming up the right wing side, bodied off of the puck there by Blank. Behind the net it goes. Central Florida collects now on the left wing side here with Knoppel. Knoppel, a little bit of trouble there, but he gets it back to the left point, and it's able to be held in by Zanicki. Michigan State corrals the puck, gets it across the red line, chipped in there by Cox, and Michigan State will change behind this. Behind the net of Tebow, it's picked up here by Greenberg. Greenberg up the left wing side, feeds to Blazik. Blazik will shoot it in, and now Central Florida will respond with a change of their own. Far side half wall. This is picked up by Tom Zelenka. Zelenka tries to shoot the puck out. Central Florida able to just hold it in. Firing a shot. Here is Zanicki, and that one goes high over the cage of Aaron Neighbor. Michigan State brings it around from their own zone. Calvin Stripling tried to get the puck out left wing side. Check that. That's Eggenberger. And now behind the net, Drew Bankston with this puck. Bankston, who had the tying goal in his game against New Mexico, trying to center here and knocked away from the crease by an active stick from Neighbor. At the left wing side, Brockman fires a shot from the point. That one deflected off a Spartan stick, goes harmlessly to the corner. Up the boards. Here's a 2-on-1 chance. Eggenberger up the left wing side. He's got him a shot. Fire in. Rebound. He scores. Eggenberger collects his own rebound. And 2 minutes 33 seconds into this game, Michigan State a 1-0 lead.
Michigan State playing fantastic hockey here, moving the puck up and down the ice very well. I mean, that was really UCF's first chance at anything, and Michigan State ended up turning it the other way and getting their first goal of the game.
2 minutes 33 seconds into the game, the first goal to Michigan State here. They draw first blood through Tristan Eggenberger, the sophomore from Okemos, Michigan.
13th goal on the season for Eggenberger, 30th point overall.
Off the left wing side, Michigan State going to enter back into the zone here. This is Chase Lebster. Lebster from behind the net, trying to work it here to the right point. Now he goes to the left point. Shot by Goodis, deflected there by a Central Florida stick. In the slot, it's sitting there, and knocked down is Andrew Sabina. Otherwise, he had a chance at the net. Lebster from the neutral zone. He'll shoot it in on a dump and chase for Michigan State. Greenberg from behind the net, fakes the pass one way, and he comes out with the right wing side. Hits Lebster, though, right in the thigh, and Michigan State keeps the offensive zone possession. Lebster knocked off the puck. Bankston will rim it around the boards for Central Florida. Takes a weird bounce off the stanchion, and the Spartans will collect at the red line, retreating all the way back to their own defensive zone.
Michigan State really controlling this game, keeping it in the offensive zone for themselves, and really anytime it's gone back into their own zone, they get it quickly back up the ice.
Lebster right wing side, fires a shot off the shoulder, shrugged away there by Tebow, and a rebound chance. He's able to pad away by hugging his post. Bankston coming up with this puck. Now he throws it left wing side. It's fired in there by Bradley Perlman, and the Knights will change behind this. Neighbor tees up the puck for Nate O'Neill. O'Neal to Goods. Oh, look at Goods showing off the moves around one. Now he goes in 3-on-2 with Michigan State for the left wing side. On his backhand, Goods stops up, trying to center in front. Bankston, the active stick, will knock that into the corner. Rodney Lalonde with this puck. Lalonde will shoot it up ice, looking for a stretch pass. It's going to miss its target and will instead go for icing as Adam Blank wins the race to the hash marks for Michigan State. The Knights can't change with 16:04 to go in the first, and they're down 1-0.
UCF really has no answer for Michigan State's pressure right now. Anytime they've gotten really they've had one chance in the offensive zone. They're losing the puck as soon as they get it, or just making poor passes, and MSU taking the puck the other way just about every time.
Face-off coming here to the right of Tebow. And Tebow having an issue here with his mask. Look like a broken strap right now. They're trying to fix that, and that's why we've got a little bit of a delay here in the action. 1-0 Michigan State leads over Central Florida. The goal coming from Tristan Eggenberger at the 2:33 mark here of this first period. For Eggenberger, it's his 13th goal of the season, and the senior from Okemos, Michigan now has 30 points on the season for the Spartans. And Tebow looks like he finally gets his mask on there, so he'll be back and ready to go, and we'll face this one off to his right. Tying up on the draw, both the centers, and now Central Florida going to win it. It goes out into the slot. Beaumont centers in front, back door, and it trickles in. Michigan State scores. I think Rothy got the final tip on it as he was tied up right on top of the blue paint, and after a lengthy delay for an equipment issue, Michigan State doubles their lead 2-0.
That puck just slipped right by right by Tebow. He really didn't know where it was, and then I think it was Rothy, like you said, just came in and was able to tip it in, really with nobody there to stop it.
Boy, right now in this game, every single break Michigan State was looking for against Quinnipiac, they're getting here in the first 4 minutes plus against Central Florida. Austin Rothy, the junior from Ubley, Michigan, with the goal. Zach Beaumont's going to get one of those assists, and it's 2-0 Michigan State. Lalonde with this puck from behind his own net. He's going to work it out left wing side. Here come the Knights, 3-on-3 into the zone. Hunter Sipperly with the puck. Sipperly around the boards, has it taken away from him, and Nate O'Neal on it, trying to work it left wing side. Coming down is Brockman to intercept the pass. Now he's going to create some havoc in the corners. It's 2-on-2. Brockman comes out with it, centering in front. Good active stick by the Spartans there, and D'Agostini, who takes it away. 3-on-2 the other way for Michigan State. Beaumont, left wing side, centering in front. Oh, looked like that one might have went off the post as Rothy had a chance to deflect the second one in. Still 2-0 Michigan State, 15:09 left to go here in the first period. Brockman for the Knights at his own blue line. Shoots it on a stretch pass. It's tipped into the zone, and the Knights change behind this on the negated icing. Cox with this puck from the bottom of the circles. He'll send a stretch pass, intercepted there by the Knights. They touch up on the offside, and now Neighbor will tee it up here for Michigan State. Neighbor feeds Cox, and Cox up the left wing side. Oh, taken away from there. Nice job by Eric Knoppel to take away that passing lane. And now the other way. Here comes Cox. Chance for a breakaway, and Blazek was able to body him up and box him out from that chance. Here comes Greenberg on his backhand up the left wing side, trying to skate through a double team. He'll shoot it down into the corner. First on it there, though, for the Spartans, Matt Patonic. 3-on-2 for the Knights' advantage in the corner, but Michigan State pokes it around, and it's picked up by LaMantia. LaMantia drops there, and State will just clear it down the ice, picked up at the Knights' blue line by Knoppel. Now Spartans have this puck here again in the neutral zone. As picking it up was Evoy. Evoy tried to feed a streaking Patonic, and the Golden Knights able to shut that one down. Now right wing side, here comes Central Florida and Blazek, but he's just a little too slow on the end of his shift. Some tired legs couldn't get him to that scoring opportunity. Brockman takes a hit in front of the Michigan State bench to dump it in, and Central Florida changes behind this.
Michigan State doing a good job stepping up at their own blue line and not letting UCF really get any chances down low.
Tom Zelenka on the left wing side has to retreat back to behind his goal line. Central Florida doing a good job on the forecheck here, trying to muster some offensive zone possession. O'Neal able to get this puck out, only as far to the red line though, as that one's shot in by Lalonde. Lalonde knocked back out, but here we come right wing side with Perlman. Perlman to Bankston, he fires a shot, and that one has to be shrugged away by the right shoulder of Aaron Neighbor. That's a quick release right there from Drew Bankston, and Aaron Neighbor tall to the task. 13:15 to go in the first. It's still 2-0 Michigan State.
We saw that all day yesterday with Drew Bankston. I mean, he's got a rocket of a shot, especially when you give him time to wind up. He's going to fire one. He usually tries to go top shelf there, and that's what he tried right there.
Central Florida wins the draw, but Michigan State going forward, able to take it away. And up the left wing side, Tom Zelenka, 2-on-1 chance, fires, scores! Short side over the right shoulder of Tebow, and Michigan State is just dominating here in the game's opening 7 minutes. They lead 3-0.
You know, I think this is what a lot of people expected to see from Michigan State yesterday. Didn't have this going yesterday. Bring it here today. They're already up 3-0, 7 minutes into this one. The number one team in the country, even though they're not playing for anything, proving why they were the number one team all season long.
And in 6 minutes and 54 seconds, Benjamin Tebow's night is done. Entering into the game is Jason Thurkel. Thurkel, who was in the overtime loss for Central Florida against New Mexico last night, now being called into action, facing a 3-0 deficit.
Thurkel had 32 saves on 36 shots in yesterday's game against New Mexico.
Lynch and Eggenberger pick up assists on the Zelenka goal. Shot coming in from the right point and blocked away there by a body in front for Michigan State. John Brockman had the trigger on that one. Now working his way out into the slot is Sipperly. Sipperly loses the puck, and look at that, a diving play by Lynch will send that one the length of the ice, and it went off a Knight player, so there's going to be no icing. The Spartans are able to change behind this. Here's a stretch pass to the left wing side, taken there just for a moment by Shane O'Donnell. He just pokes it into the zone, and it's taken away by Nate O'Neal of Michigan State. Here's Lebster with it. Lebster has a 2-on-1 if he hustles, but that's a nice poke check there by the Knights defender and Rodney Lalonde.
Lynch already given up the body early on in this game. He did that a lot in yesterday's game against Quinnipiac.
Central Florida with the cross-ice dump in. Blazek has it behind the net. Blazek trying to center in front. Michigan State had the man double team there. Looked like that was number 10, Liam McGrath, trying to find some space to hammer one past Neighbor. And we get a whistle as that one jumps up into the Michigan State bench. We'll get a neutral zone whistle. 11:44 to go in the first. Michigan State 3, Central Florida 0.
Pretty quick goaltender change for UCF in this one. They're desperate to win and keep their hopes alive here.
D'Agostini on a D-to-D pass to O'Neal. He chips it ahead and is able to find Sabina. Sabina, drop pass. Lebster fires a shot off the side of the cage on the near post. Back to the left point. This is D'Agostini for Michigan State. He fires from a long way away. Pad save made by Thurkel. Loose in the slot. Lebster slides one home. It's blocked there by Knoppel, and now will go harmlessly behind the net where it's picked up by the Knights. They shoot it off the boards. This will go for icing, and Central Florida doesn't even care, as that was a dangerous opportunity. Michigan State could have gone up 4 on that one. And now this is interesting. Central Florida just changed a player. I think Casey Greenberg is hurt, and they're going to allow the Knights to have one substitution there to get him off the ice. He is clutching something on his upper body.
Knoppel keeps that one out of the puck on his own, and a quick shot there.
Thurkel made the save. And from the corner, Beaumont has this now. Beaumont on a little give and go. Pass was intended for him. Didn't make it there, though. Stripling, he stripped to the puck. And now from the right corner, Central Florida trying to dig it out. Cross-ice pass. This one found by McGrath. McGrath coming in right wing side. He gains the red line and shoots it in. Central Florida will change behind this. 10:45 to go here in the first period. Michigan State 3, Central Florida 0. Intercepted at the left point, and just offsides is Andrew Schneider. He had a clean break in at Aaron Neighbor, but that puck was out maybe by centimeters as it's called offside.
Close call there. UCF really was going to have one of their best scoring chances of the game 10 minutes in there with that break, but called offsides and brought back.
3-0 Michigan State, 10:40 to go in the first. Stripling wins this faceoff for Michigan State, and the Spartans will look to set up another attack. Left wing side, it's tipped in by Rothy. Behind the net, he wins the race to the puck, picks it up on his backhand right wing side, trying to center in front, and Beaumont wasn't home in time. Beaumont to the top of the slot for Rothy, fires a shot, easily sticked away there by Thurkel. Into the corner, Stripling puts a big hit into his man, Rodney Lalonde, and Lalonde a little shaken up as he gets up slowly. Stripling here in front of the UCF bench, still in the zone, trying to get it out. Falling down on the play is Blank, and here comes Central Florida the other way. They're 3-on-3, so they'll just go ahead and shoot it into the zone. It's knocked down by Beaumont. Spartans trying to come back the other way. Central Florida holds their own blue line to take the puck back. Perlman shoots it up ahead. Schneider trying to chase it down, and Michigan State will corral it in the corner. They'll shoot it the length of the ice, and it's not going to go for icing. As they said, Perlman could have played it on the right side of the red line. 9:40 left to go here in the first. Here comes a rush from Central Florida. Rodney Lalonde crossing the red line, will shoot it in, and the Knights will complete their change. Michigan State from behind their net. Here's Goods up the left wing side, able to find Evoy. Evoy going to come in, 3-on-2 rush, trying to feed Lamantia as he was cut into the middle. No good, and here comes Central Florida the other way. Bankston to O'Donnell. O'Donnell getting around a man. Now he's in. Inside, outside, Deke, and a save made there by Aaron Neighbor off of Blazik. Centering in front, and they score! Joseph Zanicki on the feed from Blazik was left all alone in the slot, and he goes blocker side to beat the freshman Aaron Neighbor. Central Florida grabs one back. It's 3-1.
Right in the slot there for Zanicki. Great scoring opportunity. Score a lot of goals from the slot. I mean, the slot's a great scoring opportunity. They finally bury one. Cut this lead to 2, and I think that's important for UCF. Get one back there. Try to gain some momentum and keep it rolling.
At the 10:48 mark of the first period, we get our media timeout. It comes off of a goal from Joseph Zanicki, the junior from Largo, Florida. For Zanicki, it is his 10th goal of the season. He's got now 23 points for Central Florida here in his junior campaign. And Jared, this gives us a little time to talk here during the media timeout. Michigan State had everything. The ice was tilted in their direction. They were able to chase Benjamin Tebow. They brought back Jason Thurkel from game 1 for Central Florida. Yet right now, Thurkel's holding down the fort as best as you can ask of a goalie who inherits a 3-0 situation.
Yeah, I mean, coming in 3-0, 7 minutes into a game is a tough situation for your goalie, because you know you're getting peppered from all ends of the offensive zone, or defensive zone rather than for him. So to come in, you know you're going to face a lot of shots. You know you're going to have to stand on your head to keep your team alive. He did it long enough for UCF to finally get a goal and cut it back down to 2.
9:12 to go here in the first period. It's Michigan State 3, Central Florida 1. In Pool B play, this game very important for 3 of the 4 teams. Michigan State, after one game, has been eliminated, so the number 1 team in the country coming into nationals will not take part in the semifinals. If Central Florida wins, they keep themselves and New Mexico alive against 2-0 Quinnipiac, who won earlier today 11-3 over the Lobos. If Michigan State wins, Quinnipiac outright clinches Pool C, and the Brave will have a place in Friday's semifinal. Here come the Spartans, right wing side with Evoy, top of the circle. He sends it to the middle. Lamantia, drop pass for Grammich, fires a shot, blocked away there by one of the Knights. Here comes Central Florida with Liam McGrath, right wing side. He'll chip it in, and it goes behind the net. Evoy first on it there for the Spartans. Still battling here as a Knight goes down behind the play. No call, and here comes Goods. Out in front of his own net. He'll skate it to the neutral zone. Pass up ahead. Lamantia. It was kicked into the zone and delayed offside as the Spartans will touch up. Central Florida will just send it in, gaining the red line, and go for a change. 8:30 to go here in the first period.
Seeing a little bit more of that offensive pressure we saw yesterday from UCF against New Mexico, creating chances for themselves.
Here's Lamantia firing a backhand shot. Chest save made there by Thurkel. Cross ice dump there. We'll go out to the neutral zone. State will collect it here. Here's Colin Lynch. Lynch dispossessed by Bankston. Bankston right wing side. Oh, and he blew a tire, but he's able to feed a pass, and Andrew Schneider lost the puck. Drop pass was not good there for Bankston, and here comes Lynch the other way. Colin Lynch, 2-on-2 rush. Full head of steam, right wing side. Looking for a drop pass. Had none. Now sends it out in front, and Tom Zelenka had a chance at that puck, but he had his stick tied up. Eggenberger with it now, left wing side. D'Agostini will help out on the half boards. Back to Eggenberger, left side, top of the circle. Skates to the slot, on his forehand, fires a shot, and a blocker save made there by Thurkel. D'Agostini holds in left point to Tom Zelenka. Double team there in the corner. Central Florida will chip it out, and this one will go for icing if it's not on goal, and it goes past Aaron Neighbor over the goal line and will be an icing against the Knights. They're not able to change. With 7:32 to go in the first, it's Michigan State 3, Central Florida 1.
Michigan State doing a nice job of cycling the puck in the offensive zone there. Never really got a good chance from it, but nice puck movement will eventually lead to a good scoring chance.
Central Florida wins this draw. Weak attempt to get the puck out, though, but Perlman will help it. Little give-and-go pass. Now here's Bankston with a 3-on-3 rush. He fires it from the top of the blue line there, and it will be sticked into the netting there by Aaron Neighbor. And we get an offensive zone draw for the Knights. 7:22 left in the first. Face-off here coming to the right of Aaron Neighbor. Central Florida wins it cleanly to Bankston, left wing side. He sends it around the boards, and it's found by Schneider. Schneider coming out on his forehand. Now we'll start a cycle from behind the net. Schneider picks it up on the half wall far side. Intercepted by Michigan State, trying to get it out. Held in for a moment at the right point. A huge hit put on there as Joey Zelenka just flattened his man. Here comes Perlman, left wing side. Give and go pass to him at the bottom of the circles with Bankston. Centering across, no one home for Central Florida as that one went across the crease. Joey Zelenka fighting through a hook. Central Florida sends it in off sides. They tag up. Here comes Michigan State, left wing side, D'Agostini. He'll send a stretch pass intended for Joey Zelenka. It missed him, and winning the race there is Brockman. And Central Florida now has an offensive zone draw with a tired group of Spartans out there. 3-1 Michigan State with 6:42 to go in the first.
Last 4 or 5 minutes of gameplay there. Michigan State's kind of struggled with the stretch passes. Really haven't connected on any of them. We'll see if they adjust to that and start making some shorter outlet passes to get the puck moving all the way down the ice once again.
Face-off here to the left of Neighbor, won by Central Florida. Firing at the right point there is Brockman, and that one will go wide. Lebster picks up the puck, goes to D'Agostini behind the net, and now here's O'Neal. O'Neal right back to D'Agostini. He's trying to set up the breakout. Left wing side, he finds a man. Joey Zelenka, 3-on-2 up the left wing side for Michigan State. To Lebster from the high slot. Oh, great job with the stick lift there, and 3-on-2 the other way comes Central Florida. Hunter Sipperly with the defensive play. That one's sent in by Casey Greenberg, and Greenberg's going to go off for a change. I think he might be at the end of his shift there.
Beautiful stick lift there by Sipperly to prevent a scoring chance from MSU.
Patonic from his own blue line. He'll send a stretch pass. Lebster's able to grab it just inside the zone. Rims it around the board. Central Florida first on it behind their own net. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first period. Michigan State 3, Central Florida 1. Long pass for the Knights. Too far out of the reach of Brandon Blazik, and it will go for icing against UCF. 5:50 left here in the first period. Spartans 3, Knights 1.
These icings are creating long shifts for some of these players. Eventually, keep icing the puck. Eventually, I think we'll see a breakdown defensively.
Stripling wins the draw for Michigan State. Firing there is Rothy from the high slot, and that one is blocked away into the corner. Rothy again in the slot. He sends a shot, and it's deflected away off of the stick of one of the UCF defenders. Blazik gets it here to Sipperly. They play a little catch up the left wing side. Central Florida changing behind this. Firing a shot in. There is O'Donnell. Easily sticked away by Neighbor, and it goes behind the net.
Easy save there for Neighbor to make salt the entire way.
Stripling picks up this puck, dances around one man, now goes right wing side to Beaumont. The Michigan State captain just fires one harmlessly into the corner, and he picks it up, trying to leave there for Rothy. Central Florida will intercept. Brandon Blazik, left wing side, he skates it out of his zone, sends a cross ice dump, and this is going to go for icing. Bad bounce there off the boards. I don't think Blazik was expecting that, and Central Florida not able to get the change again. 5:09 to go in the first period. It's a tired group of Knights out there on the ice.
Yeah, a lot of icings here in the last 3-4 minutes. Probably 2 or 3 aside here. Not sure if they're trying to stretch passes or they're just trying to dump the puck out and they're shooting it too hard.
Face-off coming to the left of Thurkel. Won by Central Florida. Blazik trying to get it out of his zone. He just feathers it to the red line, and he takes a hit for his efforts. Michigan State clears it back in, and quickly Central Florida clears it back out. Here's Goods. He skates through the center of ice, fires a shot. Brockman getting his stick in the way of the shooting lane there as it goes behind the net. At the right point. Can't be held in by Michigan State. DeSoto will have to pick up. Back at the red line. Feeds Beaumont. He enters the zone left wing side. 2-on-3. Michigan State disadvantaged. Behind the net. Beaumont. Oh, centers in front. And a great save made by Thurkel as he absolutely robs. Looks like that was Gibson Hayes. No, check that. Ross Evoy, 14.
Beautiful save there by Thurkel, and here comes UCF.
UCF the other way. Noppel is dispossessed, but grabbing the puck is McGrath. He tried to send it on net, and Michigan State clogged up the shooting lane. DeSoto, right wing side, able to get it to Matthew Cox. From the right corner, he waits, trying to feed Lamantia in the slot, and that one ramps up over his stick. Back to the top, right point, firing a shot is DeSoto. That one will go harmlessly to the corner. Cox fights through a hit, comes out with it left wing side to DeSoto at the high slot, now feeds it back right wing to Evoy, to DeSoto. Oh, look at the lead for Cox. LaMantia sitting on the back door, and the puck is in. No, it's not. Michigan State celebrating, and it looks like we get the goal call. Spartans score. LaMantia on the back door finally bangs one home past Thurkel, and it's 4-1 Michigan State.
Interesting call there. It looked like Thurkel had that covered for a while. Nobody on UCF was moving. Michigan State kept fighting for the puck, and that's why they say keep playing until you hear the whistle.
At the 16:04 mark, Michigan State extends their already big lead here. They're up 4-1 on the goal we believe is going to be credited to Dean LaMantia, who was the last one banging away there at the back door, and now a shot from LaMantia will ramp up off the stick of Lalonde, and we will get a face-off here in the Knights' defensive zone.
You didn't see a whole lot of disagreement from UCF, so I'm wondering if they had it wrong too and that puck was loose the entire time.
Just banging around. You got to keep playing to the whistle, and eventually Michigan State threw their arms up in the air. Got to think it's in the back of the net then. Bankston has this puck at center ice for UCF. He'll send it in on a cross-ice dump, and it's picked up here by Kevin Gramlich. Gramlich from behind the net, pass intercepted by Central Florida in the offensive zone, trying to feed something into the slot, and he hits Perlman right in the shoulder. State will recover, and they come out with LaMantia left wing side. He rims it around the boards, and on the right wing side, nobody home, so Lalonde will pick this up on the half wall. Lalonde trying to feed it back down into the corner. LaMantia messing up that play for UCF. He keeps possession at the right point, held in by Gramlich just for a moment, and D'Agostini, though, great heads-up play to shut down a stretch pass as Andrew Schneider could have been on a break. Michigan State dumps it in. Cox first in on it, right corner. Brockman all over his back. Brockman puts a little hit on him, but Cox able to spring it to the far side half wall. Going down right in front of the net is Tom Zelenka. Didn't see if he caught an edge or Brockman got a piece of him, but the puck's back out in the neutral zone.
It looked like Brockman got a piece of him. No call there, though.
Here's Lynch. He comes into the zone, getting bodied off there by Lalonde behind the net. Lynch still with this puck. Out in front to Zelenka. He fires and scores! Oh, from the tiniest of angles, Tom Zelenka banks it in off the shoulder of Thurkel, and the Spartans now up 5-1 with 2:37 to go in the first.
As great as a shot that was completely set up by Lynch. He fought through about 2 checks right behind the net. And let me tell you, Lynch is a very scrappy player. He fights for that puck, and he really wants to win every battle he's in.
The 17:23 mark of the first period, Tom Zelenka with his second goal of the game, the senior from West Olive, Michigan, and give an assist on the play to Colin Lynch. He now has a multi-point night. 5-1, Michigan State leads with 2:20 to go in the first. Here come the Golden Knights through center ice here. Joseph Zanicki, right wing side. He stops up right at the point. He tries to backhand it in, knocked down by one of the Spartans. And here comes Tom Zelenka trying to get on a break. Fights through a hook, loses the puck. No call as the Golden Knights have this behind their own net. From the right point, Patonic with the puck. Patonic can't hold it in. A big hit put on him by Zanicki. And now Central Florida's Blazik puts another hit on a Spartan as the Golden Knights have it right in front of the Michigan State bench. McGrath was dispossessed by a bump, and now the Spartans have it behind their own net.
UCF looking like they're bumping up the physicality play a little bit. We'll see if that affects the game anyway.
O'Neal skating up the right wing side. He'll chip it in and give chase behind the net. This is Joe Zelenka. Zelenka tying up here with Christopher Zalik. Now in front, Michigan State's got it. Firing there from the slot and a save made. As standing on the top of his crease was Thurkel. Tyler Isola looked like had the chance there for Michigan State.
A nice feed in the slot area by Sabina. Michigan State not able to capitalize on it, though. Will remain a 4-goal lead.
1:31 left to go here in the first period. Michigan State 5, Central Florida 1. State wins this draw. They're in the corner, but Lalonde is able to take the puck away from him. Lalonde ahead to Schneider. He can't get it out. Held in at the right point by Blank. Blank still doing a good job holding down the fort, but here comes UCF the other way. Right wing side, Bankston will send in a cross-ice dump to the left corner, and it's picked up by Blank. Around the net it goes. Bankston was in front, but the pass went through his skates, and Joe Zelenka picks it up left wing side, trying to feed ahead a pass for Alex DeSoto. Central Florida able to read that and intercept. Here comes Bankston. Right wing side. Nice pass there for Schneider. One-on-one with the D. Schneider tried to drop pass, and Bankston wasn't on the same page. Michigan State will pick it up. They'll shoot it behind their own net, and Adam Blank will reset.
Frustration there from Bankston. Thought Snyder had a good opportunity, but Snyder gave it away.
2-on-1, Joey Zelenka with a bad pass. That was behind Andrew Sabina. Now 40 seconds to go in the first. Here comes Bankston. Right wing side, fires a shot. Pad save made. Rebound there, Perlman. Couldn't get a stick on it there. Here come the Spartans the other way. Isola, left wing side. He's got a 3-on-2 rush. Isola drops for Stripling. Stripling firing in front, blocked away by one of the Knights. And now a second shot from Lebster will go up into the netting and out of play. 25.4 seconds left to go in the first. Michigan State 5, Central Florida 1.
After that fifth goal from MSU, UCF kind of started picking up the physicality, hitting more bodies and stuff, and it'll be interesting to see if that changes anything. Quinnipiac played very physical game against Michigan State yesterday, and it worked out well for them.
In the left corner, 20 seconds left to go. Michigan State centering it out in front. Stripling had a chance to puck, but he has to pick it up back in the corner. Stripling being dogged the whole way by one of the Knights. Now Beaumont has it. Beaumont bodied up there by Hunter Sipperly. He takes it from him. He tries to fire it, but he will go directly out of play. UCF will not be able to change with 9.6 seconds to go in the first.
UCF has to make sure they don't give up a late one here. 4 goals is a lot, but you score 2 quick ones and it turns into a 2-goal game, and you'll see what happens from there.
At the side of the net, Beaumont trying to bang it home, bank it off of Thurkel, no good. And the rebound, well, eventually the puck will just be frozen on the side of the net there with 1.5 seconds to go in the first. State has one more opportunity here on the offensive zone draw to try and get another. It's been a big period from them. Shot off the face-off there, and that one goes just wide as D'Agostini let it rip. Stripling somehow won that clean when the Golden Knight was just trying to tie him up there on the last draw.
Ended up getting a pretty good scoring opportunity there with 1.5 seconds left. I didn't think before that they'd even get a shot off.
Well, after 20 minutes of play, it's Michigan State 5, Central Florida 1, and Jared, just an incredible period from Michigan State. However, in the grand scheme of things, it's too little too late. Unfortunately, Michigan State already out of the tournament, so essentially they're only playing spoiler right now. They're looking really good while they do it, though.
Yeah, I think this is what people all across the country expected from Michigan State yesterday. Didn't quite get it yesterday. Quinnipiac surprising a lot of people. They're 2-0 now, so that loss that loss yesterday to them doesn't look as bad, but it knocked them out of the tournament, so terrible for MSU.
To recap here, if this result holds and Michigan State wins, Quinnipiac will clinch Pool B and will advance to the semifinals to play the winner of Pool C, which we now know is Oakland, because Nebraska lost in overtime in the session just before ours. So a potential matchup between Oakland and Quinnipiac could be ahead on Saturday if the result holds here, or excuse me, on Friday, if the result holds here on Wednesday. Still a bit of hockey left to decide that, though, so we won't speculate too much farther. What we do know is, through 20 minutes of play, Michigan State leading Central Florida 5-1 here at Chillers North Ice Arena. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll recap that first period with you. A lot of scoring to go over there, and we'll get you ready for the second period call. Live from Chillers North, this is the Division III ACHA Men's National Tournament. Welcome back here to Chillers North Ice Arena in Columbus, Ohio. It is the final set of games for Day 2 of the Division III Men's National Tournament here in the ACHA. Michigan State jumping out to a huge lead in the first 20 minutes. It's Spartans 5 and the UCF Knights 1. I'm Zach DeBozart alongside Jared Nyland here with you on the call. And Jared, that period was just absolutely dominated by Michigan State. To be honest, I think that was the Michigan State I was expecting to see from the word go. And the loss to Quinnipiac and just the way this group is broken down, Michigan State has no chance to get to the semifinals, but playing for pride right now and doing a pretty good job of it.
Yeah, the offense looked really good that period, obviously with 5 goals. They were moving the puck really well, getting a lot of shots on net. I mean, that's what we were expecting to kind of see, you know, yesterday and today as well. Finally seeing it today, not so much yesterday. But, you know, also UCF, surprisingly, they're fighting for a spot in the semis still, but they really didn't give a lot that period. And I think that's an interesting thing just because you're fighting for semis. You know that team has nothing to play for than pride. You think they would have came out a little faster, a little quicker, and really put the pedal to the metal and tried, you know, just gave a little more effort, I feel like.
Let's go over the scoring summary here with you in that period. Obviously, very heavy to Michigan State. Their first goal coming 2:33 into the period. It was Tristan Eggenberger, the senior from Okemos, Michigan, who picked up his first goal of the tournament. That one went unassisted. At 4:04, it was Austin Rothy, the junior from Ubley, Michigan, on an assist from the captain, Zach Beaumont. Very quickly, State was up 2-0, and then they chased starting netminder Benjamin Tebow after this third goal was scored by Tom Zelenka. Assist going to Colin Lynch and Tristan Eggenberger on that one. From there, Central Florida got one back at the 10:48 mark. It was Joseph Zanicki. Zanicki getting assists from Brandon Blazik and Drew Bankston on the goal. But then Michigan State found their scoring mojo again. 2 goals in the span of 1:19, and we had a little bit of controversy. I think I just heard a scoring correction, so this might not be official as you hear it from me, but when I went and checked it, it was given to Matthew Cox, and they just said something about the Spartans' 4th goal. I think I just heard Dean Lamantia, who we thought had the goal, either has the goal now or at least has an assist. So in some way, Matthew Cox and Dean Lamantia combined for the 4th Spartans goal, and then at the 17:23 mark, it was Tristan Eggenberger again. He gets credited with the 5th goal and assists to Tom Zelenka and Colin Lynch right there. So a couple Spartans already on a multi-point night here in the first period. Well, the buzzer has sounded here for the first intermission. We are just about ready to get this second period underway. Michigan State will have Aaron Neighbor manning the pipes to our right. State in the white jerseys with black pants and green numerals. They'll be moving right to left across your screen. And over to our left, it is Jason Thurkel. He'll be manning the pipes to our left. Central Florida in the black jerseys with the white band around the waist and the gold numerals. Face-off tied up and won there by Michigan State. They'll win it forward, but the Golden Knights take it away at their own blue line. It's Knoppel to the red line. Spartans take it right back. They come in right wing side, trying to center in a pass. There is Rothy. Rothy loses it, but gains it right back at the far side half wall. On his backhand, spinning around. Now he'll rim it around the boards, and it's found by Nate O'Neill. Stripling. Stripling tries to center it in front to Rothy, and it couldn't work its way through a maze of legs. It'll go back out to the red line. Shot in there from 100 feet away. Thurkel had to find that puck in his breadbasket, bounced around a bit, and he'll cover it up for a whistle. That's a 100-foot shot there from Michigan State, and we get an offensive zone draw for the Spartans. 5-1 early second period.
Yeah, kind of like you said, bounced around on him there. I think it took just an odd bounce. Wasn't expecting, you know, a dangerous turn. You know, something simple there where they're just flipping it in from the center ice. Turns into almost a dangerous play.
Central Florida able to get it out there. Now here's a 2-on-1 break at the left wing side. Zanicki fires a shot, loose in the paint, and Blazik scores. Zanicki was able to dance around a defenseman, had a 2-on-1 rush. Neighbor couldn't control the rebound, and it sat on a tee for Brandon Blazik, and he pots it home. Central Florida brings it back to within 3, 44 seconds into the second period. It's 5-2.
Yeah, I mean, pretty easy goal there for Blazik. He had the entire net wide open after the big rebound, as you said, given up by Neighbor. That cuts it to 3. You know, early start here, 44 seconds into the period. Let's see what UCF does after this. See if they can keep it going. Maybe cut it to 2, cut it to 1. We'll see what happens, though.
Brandon Blazik will get credit for that goal as Central Florida enters in on the left wing side. Got some momentum here, trying to work their way back into it. Again, Central Florida still alive in Pool B. They're fighting for their tournament lives. Patonic with this puck, a D-to-D pass with DeSautel, and he'll throw it right back to Patonic. Loses the handle on it. He has to take a hit there from Zanicki. It'll go back out to the neutral zone, corralled by the Knights, but stolen by Evoy. Evoy trying to split the defense, and Lalonde gets a poke check there into the corner. Evoy will crash into the left post of Thurkel, and Evoy gets up a little gingerly, but he looks like he'll be okay. And the face-off, I think, will come out to the neutral zone as Evoy knocked that puck off. No, they're keeping it in the defensive zone for Central Florida.
Bad turnover there by Liam McGrath right at the blue line. Almost turned into a great scoring opportunity for Michigan State. Luckily, the UCF had two guys already still back there, and they were able to stop that.
Face-off to the left of Thurkel. On the right wing side, that's going to be held in by Central Florida. Excuse me, Central Florida's got it from the corner. They're going to shoot it out all the way to the neutral zone. And picking up the puck here is DeSautel from behind his own net. DeSautel to O'Neill, pass intercepted at the blue line, held in at the left point. Here's Perlman, pass across, loose in the slot. Bankston trying to find it, he bang it home at the far side. Save made by Neighbor, holding on to his post, and then sending it out from the slot is O'Neill. State can't clear though, as Rodney Lalonde came up to pinch on the play. From behind the net, that one might have hit the netting, but we say play on as DeSautel paws it out of the air and then spins around on his backhand. He'll set up the breakout from behind the net.
DeSautel really, just when he was laying on the ground, didn't mean to do anything, but he helped out immensely defensively there. LaMantia trying to dance around a man. He can't get back to the puck though, and Bankston will rim it around the boards. Held in, no it won't be, by Nate O'Neill. It goes the length of the ice. Won't have enough for icing though, as D'Agostini picks it up at the bottom of the circles. D'Agostini. Bankston got his stick into the passing lane there. O'Neill has to pick it up out of the air. Held in at the left point there by Brockman. Off the boards it goes. Sticked out of the air by Schneider. No high stick there and held in center slot, but LaMantia able to work it back out to the neutral zone. Here's Bankston. He comes in right wing side, just onside, as Central Florida was changing in the middle of that. Bankston almost with a beautiful pass there. McGrath will backhand it behind the net. Couple of players fighting for it. And now Colin Lynch trying to bank it off the boards. No luck there. Starting out in front, center Brandon Blazik, and he's saved against Aaron Neighbor. Good job going right to left there from the freshman as he gets his pad in the way. Spinning around here, this is Matthew Cox. Dances around one man, left wing side, fires a shot, trying to go far post, and the pad of Thurkel makes the save there. To the right point, Patonic fires a shot, deflected and scores. Looked like Colin Lynch got a tip on that puck. Patonic let it go from the right point, and Michigan State restores their 4-goal lead. It's 6-2. Yeah, interesting play there. Just a pretty weak wrister from the blue line, actually. Just looked like you said, it looked like it had to be tipped in front. Otherwise, I don't understand how Thurkel doesn't save that for UCF. And once again, now back up to a 4-goal lead. At the 3:06 mark of the second period, Colin Lynch, the sophomore from Canton, Michigan, gets himself on the board. Central Florida chipping this puck out of their own zone. Michigan State picks up in the neutral zone. D'Agostini poked at that puck, and now it's found here by Tom Zelenka. Zelenka with a couple of points in this game up the right wing side. Oh, fights his way through a hip check. Drop pass there for Lynch, though. Still in the zone. D'Agostini kicks it. It was offsides, but it goes back out to the neutral zone anyways. Matthew Cox picks up an assist on that goal as well, so he's now got a multi-point night. And Michigan State here spinning Tom Zelenka across the red line. He just shoot it into the zone, and the Spartans will change behind this. Left wing side, Eggenberger will the cross ice dump, comes right back to him, fire from the high slot, just missed on the near post, and Knoppel will shoot that puck around, held in at the corner, firing again. This time it's O'Neill, and O'Neill misses high. D'Agostini, right wing side, drops it. Lebster fires a shot, blockered away there by Thurkel. At the red line, picking this up is Blank. He leaves it for Joey Zelenka. Zelenka coming in, left wing side, tried to drive the net. Now a backhand pass out into the slot. Lebster fires, and somehow somebody for UCF got in the way of that one, and it doesn't go in. Yeah, it was Knoppel right in front of the net, saving that one from being another goal for Michigan State. Big hit put on there, as finishing his check is Andrew Sabina behind the net. Michigan State still in the zone. Joey Zelenka fires a shot. Shoulder save made there by Thurkel. Central Florida hemmed into their own zone here. They're down 6-2. 15-15 to go here in the second period. Joey Zelenka on the right wing side gets it back to the point for Blank. He just holds in, going to do a cross ice dump into the left corner. Picked up here by Central Florida, trying to get it out. D'Agostini got a paw on it, but it squirts out into the neutral zone, and the Spartans have to regroup. D'Agostini fires it in.
goes around the board, takes a weird hop off of the kick plate there. Lebster couldn't get it, held in at the right point while Michigan State's changing. Here's Central Florida now up the right wing side, trying to stretch pass, knocked down there by Rothy of the Spartans. Here's D'Agostini with a 3-on-2 through the middle of the ice, high slot, fires a shot, blockered away, the rebound sitting there, and Central Florida clears it near side. Oh, and a big hit as Stripling is sat down by Liam McGrath. Stripling gets right back up, has it on his backhand, leaves to Rothy, left wing side, he goes cross ice to Beaumont. Beaumont had to kick it back to his stick, otherwise he might have had a one-timer for a goal. Back to Rothy, he whiffs on a one-timer on the left wing side, and he'll corral it off the half wall. Rothy on his backhand, who takes a big hit from behind there. No call coming from the officials, as he was apparently ready to brace himself for that. Here's Bankston, right wing side, going to go 1-on-2 against the Michigan State defense. He'll flip it in. Aaron Neighbor will stick it back behind the net. Bankston got hooked there behind the net. We're going to get a penalty call against Michigan State. Stripling will touch the puck, and Bankston, Goods has some words for him as we get the penalty assessed to Michigan State.
McGrath making some very nice defensive plays. That's the second or third time he's really made a great defensive play. The hit there, he had a nice block shot, or stick lift earlier. Playing really well for UCF defensively, yet they've still given up 6 goals.
D'Agostini is the guilty party, and he's guilty of high sticking. It'll be a 2-minute minor as they put the penalty up on the wrong side of the board here with 14 minutes to go in the second. Now they get it up, firing a shot to the left point, and a save made there by Neighbor. That was bouncing around, and Gramlich in a fight here with Schneider as the two are exchanging words over to Neighbor's left.
First penalty we've had here all game, almost comes at the halfway point of the second period, which is surprising for this tournament, especially after yesterday's game with Michigan State.
Well, these two teams were very fierce competitors in their first game. However, Michigan State might be a little more muted as they know they've been eliminated. However, they've been making it work on the scoreboard, up 6-2. Central Florida still on the power play here, though. 1:50 to go in it. Left wing shot, sticked away there by somebody in the slot for Michigan State. Held it at the right point by Lalonde to Brockman, and now down into the corner he feeds Schneider. Schneider will backhand it around. Weak pass. Gramlich able to get on that and trying to send it out, but no luck as Michigan State as Bankston holds in left point. Battling in on the half wall, a one-on-one fight here between Brockman and Gramlich. Now Central Florida getting some reinforcements. They have it at the left half wall here with Schneider. Schneider to Brockman. He centers it to the top for Lalonde. Lalonde fires a shot, blocked away there. Joey Zelenka, check that. Lamantia getting his big foot in the way there. In the left corner now, Central Florida trying to find something open in the slot. Nothing there. Coming back out to the half wall. This is Schneider. Schneider centering in front, stopped there by Neighbor. Can't get it out though as Bankston holds it at the left point, fires a shot, takes a weird deflection, goes high over the cage. Schneider trying to send it into the slot, and that one will finally be picked up by Michigan State and cleared the length of the ice so the Spartans can change.
UCF, big hit there.
Oh, Bankston just took a big shot from behind by Lamantia. No call made on the play, and Central Florida letting Lamantia know they're not too happy with him. Here's Knoppel. He picks up this puck in front of the Michigan State bench. Lamantia tries to line him up for a hit, and Knoppel able to avoid that one. Now Lalonde ducks a hit there. 25 seconds left to go in the Central Florida power play. Schneider at the red line tries to just chip it into the zone. DeSautel gets around him, and then Bankston puts a hit on DeSautel, who's looking for a head contact call. Referee not obliging. 12-14 left to go in the second period. 12 seconds left to go in the man advantage. DeSautel, pass left wing side. Michigan State would have been offside, so they have to leave it. Bankston for Lalonde. He enters in right wing side. Lalonde dodges a hit but loses the puck to DeSautel as the penalty's over to Michigan State and Central Florida. 0-for-1 here to start the game on the power play.
0-for-10 on the weekend now for UCF. That power play's really been a struggle.
Left wing side held in, firing the shot. Zelenka, rebound, and there's still a great save right there by Thurkel as Cox got a second chance at that puck. Now centering into the slot, trying to find someone home, and the Golden Knights are able to corral it. They get it out right wing side. Couldn't be found though by Liam McGrath, and Neighbor will have it behind the net. He has it taken away by Perlman. Look at this, Neighbor skating out all the way to the corner, trying to make sure that puck wasn't turned over. 2-on-2 the other way. Here comes Michigan State, firing a shot in, and it ramps up off of the stick of Knoppel. And look out here. Here we got some punches flying between Knoppel and Matthew Cox. Linesmen are going to separate those two. And cooler heads will eventually prevail. A shot from Cox just ramped up into the netting, and then Knoppel and Cox went after each other behind the net. 11:22 to go in the second period. Michigan State 6, Central Florida 2, and it looks like Cox and Knoppel will also be sitting for 2.
Yeah, back to the play by Neighbor there. Almost a huge mistake. He almost looked like a player out there. He was 15, 20 feet away from his crease. Finally played it, and he might have even been upwards to 25, 30 feet out.
We're going to play 4-on-4 hockey here for 2 minutes as Knoppel and Cox get a chance to cool their blades. Face-off is going to come to the left of Thurkel. Face-off won there by Central Florida into the corner. It will hop up into the air, though, as it's picked up by Stripling, but behind the net, he left the puck. Nobody home for Michigan State, and here comes Central Florida the other way. 1-on-2 chance here for Joseph Zanicki. Zanicki stops up at the right point to wait for reinforcements. To Schneider, down in the right corner. Schneider trying to fight through a check from Nate O'Neill. They're tied up in the right corner. Coming in to help out here is Zanicki. Zanicki and Schneider trying to play a little catch there. Now Tom Zelenka will involve himself. He pokes the puck to the behind the net area, and Adam Blank has it. Blank finishes his man with a big hip check there, and here comes State the other way. Zelenka, left wing side, able to find Eggenberger. Eggenberger coming in, fires from the circle, save made. Tom Zelenka the rebound, and somehow getting a blocker on it there was Thurkel. Tom Zelenka still with this puck though. State still buzzing. Behind the net, he gets tied up. Zelenka loses the puck. No call coming there, and then a big hit in the slot. Referee's letting him play right now. Eggenberger comes in with a big shot in the corner, as admiring his pass was a Central Florida Knight.
Thurkel with nice saves, probably really on the last 4 shots from Michigan State, all good scoring opportunities.
Brockman enters his own right wing side, tried to rim it around the boards. It goes off the glass and into the netting, out of play. It was in the offensive zone though, so we will stay, and Central Florida will be allowed to change, but we'll stay in the neutral zone.
Physicality getting ramped up a little bit here. Like I said, I think UCF wants to play a more physical game, but Michigan State answering right back just as physical.
Lynch wins this draw for Michigan State, but Blazik is first on it for the Knights in the offensive zone. Blazik rims it around the boards. D'Agostini was dispossessed by Bankston, centering in front. Blazik with a chance, and a good pad save made there by Neighbor. Back the other way, 3-on-2 come the Spartans. Lynch trying to dance around a man, gets to the slot, fires a shot, and it's saved in the shoulder there of Thurkel, and then Lebster put a little bit of a stick into Thurkel. Blazik wasn't too happy about that. The two exchange words back there in the corner, and the linesman will step in to intervene.
I can understand why Blazik wasn't too happy about that. An unnecessary poke at the goaltender Thurkel, and, you know, just not needed or anything, so I can understand Blazik's frustration right there.
We have immediate timeout here as we're midway through the second period. It's Michigan State 6, Central Florida 2, and we have 35 seconds of 4-on-4 time left here from Chillers North Ice Arena. I'm Zach DeBozart alongside Jared Nyland here with you on the call. Well, for Michigan State, unfortunately, this game is for nothing but pride. They're showing a lot of it with 6 goals on the board, but I'm really interested in Central Florida right now. Their demeanor does not suggest that of a team who's still alive in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, and they've even stepped it up this second period from the first period. That first period, they looked like they were playing for nothing. You know, they just were ready to go home at this point. Michigan State, the team that is ready to go home, not being able to make it to semis, not looking that part at all. Very surprising to see UCF playing like this with so much at stake.
Current standings right now in Pool B, Quinnipiac leads the pool with a 2-0 record. Quinnipiac, sort of an unknown here. They were a rather lower-ranked team. They upset the #1 team in the country, Michigan State, 3-2 last night, and then a big 11-3 win over the Pacific #2 seed in New Mexico. So the Brave right now sitting at 2-0, and if this result holds, Quinnipiac ends up the big winners of the night because the Brave will clinch Pool B's berth into the semifinals, and Pool B already knows their opponent because in Pool C, Oakland University ended up winning that one, the North #4 seed.
Yeah, Quinnipiac ranked 33rd in the country. And, you know, to be able to clinch as a 4 seed and that low in the country in the rankings, to clinch on day 2 is quite surprising and a great task by Quinnipiac.
Well, it's just part of the way this tournament's set up. 4 teams enter, only 1 team comes out. Can't lose early, and for the teams that have, they realize their fate was quickly sealed, much like Michigan State's was. Isola has us at the half wall, back to the right point for D'Agostini. Centering pass coming in off the stick of Goods, and it will go harmlessly to the left corner where Bankston puts a stick on it. Isola grabs it in the right corner. Still Still 4-on-4 for a dozen seconds. D'Agostini fires a shot, blocked there. Isola going to send it back behind the net, and with this puck here is Zalic. Zalic gets hit from behind, and Michigan State going to go down a man there as a cross-checking call coming up here to Adam Goodis. There's still 2 seconds of 4-on-4 time left, so for a brief time, Central Florida will be 4-on-3 and then 5-on-4.
Only the fourth penalty so far, and I mean we had none coming in this period, so fourth of the period, 2 happening at the same time after a play that led to the 4-on-4 and now the 4-on-3, but things starting to get a little chippy out there. We'll see how that chippiness develops through this second period.
Central Florida down 4. They got a period and a half to try and keep their tournament hopes alive. They have a 4-on-3 for 2 seconds and then 5-on-4 for the next minute and 58 after. Face-off to the right of Aaron Neighbor. Schneider ties up on it, but he loses it. D'Agostini will rim it around the boards as the players come back on. We're now 5-on-4 here for Central Florida. As coming out of the box to pick this up is Rothy. Rothy will try and send it cross ice. It goes off of a Central Florida stick and will go out of play. So on the deflection, we'll stay in the zone, but Central Florida will be allowed to change.
MSU coming out of the box there, went for the change, and he just stayed at the blue line waiting for them to clear the puck and gave him an opportunity to get a shot on net, but ends up going out of play.
1:47 left in power play time. We're about midway through the second period. Michigan State, the offensive zone draw. Beaumont gets the face-off and fires it right away. Glove save easily made there by Thurkel. And we'll try this one again to his left. 9:08 to go in the second period. Face-off dropped. It's one right to Thurkel. Thurkel's going to stick it away into the corner. It's picked up by the captain, Beaumont. Beaumont, a little bit of a 2-on-1 jam there with Rothy. Michigan State, again, is down a man right now, so the Spartans retreat and get back into penalty-killing mode. Here come the Golden Knights. Right wing side with this is Zanicki. Zanicki trying to enter the zone on the right wing. Taken away, and now here's Beaumont. 1-on-1. Dances around a man. Had it on his backhand. Now he spins back. Going to drop there for D'Agostini. D'Agostini will go behind the net. Emerges on his backhand, left-hand side. Being chased there by Lalonde. He works it around the boards, and now Beaumont has it. Beaumont back to the right point for DeSautel, and look at this penalty killing by Michigan State. Looks like they're on the power play as D'Agostini fires from the high slot, and a save made by Thurkel. State's down a man, but you wouldn't know it from those last 20 seconds. 6-2 Michigan State, 8:27 to go in the second, and 1:03 left in the Central Florida power play.
Yeah, Michigan State the one creating chances right now. Down a man. I don't even think UCF has a shot on net this power play, and Michigan State has a couple.
Face-off coming to the left here of Thurkel. Blazik is in on the draw against Zach Beaumont. Drops the puck, won by Central Florida there to the far wing, and they'll set up behind their net, trying to set up a rush. Under a minute to go here in the power play. Blazik, right wing side, he's going to work it up here to Perlman. Perlman stops up at the right point to Knoppel. Knoppel with the puck. He was getting some abuse from Beaumont. Bad pass up the left half wall. Michigan State will get it out to the neutral zone. Perlman enters the zone again. Right wing side here for the Knights. Cross ice pass. Finds its target. Didn't go for the shot. Now to the top for Brockman. Fires in the top of the circles. Save made by Neighbor, who saw it at the last second. Over here to McGrath. McGrath to Perlman. Whiffed on it in the slot. Now to Knoppel. Knoppel cross ice pass, and the one-timer for McGrath just goes begging at the side of the net. 2-on-1 battle here for the Knights in the corner. As trying to get this puck out here is Matt Patonic for Michigan State. He feeds it to Beaumont, and then Beaumont will shoot it up out of play and hit the big steel girder that's holding this building up. So we're going to get a whistle. 7:37 to go in the second period. 13 seconds remain in the Central Florida power play, and it's still 6-2.
UCF was fortunate to keep one in the zone there maybe about 20 seconds ago. Beaumont was rushing down the right side boards. He would have had a clean breakaway, but UCF was able to keep it in and keep some offensive pressure going.
Offensive zone draw for UCF. Michigan State ties up on it. Bankston has it for a moment. Look out here. LaMantia coming the other way, right wing side. 2-on-1 rush, and he lost the puck at the blue line, and that's a wasted opportunity for the Spartans. They have to touch up to laid offside. Here comes Bankston, right wing side, fires a shot, shoulder off. Save made there by Neighbor, and then Neighbor released the puck, and it goes out of play off the stick of Nate O'Neill directly out. So Michigan State will not be able to change. However, they do get their man back from the penalty box. So Central Florida now 0 for 2 on the power play.
Michigan State with a great opportunity. LaMantina with just a huge mistake at the blue line. And then coming back the other way, you notice Neighbor's given up a lot of rebounds tonight. One led to a UCF goal. There was another one that almost created something more for UCF and another one. So just keep an eye on Neighbor's rebounds. D'Agostini
getting some abuse there in the corner for Michigan State as he tries to get it out. Held in at the right point by Zalic, but coming back the other way, here is Michigan State. A long stretch pass for LaMantia goes begging, and here it is in the neutral zone, picked up by Dean. Tries a counter check against Bankston, and he gets the worst end of that one. D'Agostini from the bottom of the circles in his own zone, able to get it out. He finds Matthew Cox. Cox, right wing side, dodges around a hit, still gets clipped though, and Bankston picks up the puck. Bankston and LaMantia have some words as the puck goes around behind the Central Florida net. Knight down there, checked by Evoy, 2-on-2 battle in the corner. State wins this. D'Agostini from the top of the circles, left wing side, fires, knocked away by a Central Florida stick. LaMantia will rim this one around the boards, and again, LaMantia and Bankston going after each other here in the left corner. Right wing side, Cox fires in, hits the side of the cage, nothing doing there, and now we're going to get a penalty called. LaMantia and Bankston are still jawing at each other. State will touch the puck. Cox throws a shoulder at the end, and linesman will separate LaMantia and Bankston, and we're going to get the call here coming up against Michigan State.
Threw hands right into his face, right in front of the net. And, I think it's interesting to think Michigan State's season is practically done other than the one game tomorrow. We'll see if that affects how players are thinking, with scrums and stuff, that you might see something a little extra from them, knowing that they don't play again after tomorrow till next year.
When you're talking about the tail of the tape between LaMantia and Bankston, you can kind of see this one coming based on their two personalities and the way they play on the ice. By the way, LaMantia, among players still alive in the tournament, or players in the national tournament, he leads everyone in penalty minutes at 102. And about 10 down at 10th place is Drew Bankston at 76. So these two guys, no strangers to the sin bin there, and LaMantia will sit for 2 as Central Florida's on their third power play. Right wing side with this puck, McGrath will get it behind the net. Central Florida sets up the power play to the left point here for Knoppel. Knoppel down the left wing side, right back to Knoppel here. He fires from the high slot. Pad save made. Good kick save on the left side made by Neighbor. Behind the net, this is McGrath. He takes a hit to make a pass. On the left wing, back to Knoppel at the point. To the right point now, this is Blazik. Blazik going to work it down into the zone. Brockman watched it go by there, and it will be picked up by Michigan State just for a moment. Held in at the left point here by Knoppel. Knoppel fires a shot in, loose in the slot there, and Neighbor able to poke it away, as does Gramlich. Now at the left wing side, here comes Perlman. Perlman to Blazik, right point. He fires a shot, was looking for a deflection. Nobody home for Central Florida. Perlman, left wing side, back to Knoppel to left point. They play a little give and go. Knoppel with this. He skates down to the left wing from the bottom of the circles, tipped in front, and Brockman just missed the net on the near post. Centering in front, intercepted there by Eggenberger, and Eggenberger will send it the length of the ice. A minute and 10 of power play time used up there by Central Florida, and nothing to show for it.
Going back to LaMantia's, penalty minutes on the season, we saw that big time yesterday. Here comes UCF.
Here's Bankston, left wing side, fires a shot, and he scores! Neighbor got a piece of that with the glove, but the power play marker for Drew Bankston will make this a 3-goal game.
UCF finally strikes on the power play. They were 0 for 11 heading into that one. Finally get one. 1 for 12, still a horrific number, but at least they get one there, and that just shows the great shot that Bankston has. He ripped that one from the left circle area and was able to slide that one by Neighbor, even though Neighbor got a big chunk of it.
And something potentially to make the legs feel good on the bench right now. Again, Central Florida is still alive in this tournament. They're down 3, 4:45 left to play in this period, and a full third period still to play. Still a lot of time for the Knights. Left wing side, here comes Schneider. Try to drop pass for Bankston, and sending it out here is Sabina for the Spartans. Only as far as the red line. Central Florida has to touch up on the delayed offsides.
Second time Schneider and Bankston have been a little off on timing with the drop pass.
Left wing side, running up with this puck here is Adam Blank. Blank 2-on-2 against the Central Florida defense. From the right wing side, has a head fake, sends it into the slot, knocked away there. That's off the stick of Zalic. Into the corner, Michigan State still has it. To the right point, DeSautel fires and hits the shin pad, and here it goes. DeSautel's able to run it down, though, to prevent the breakaway. Bradley Perlman did a great job getting himself in the lane.
Yeah, just couldn't quite get to it. Was UCF, and almost a great opportunity to make this a 2-goal game.
Blank picks up the puck in his defensive zone to Lebster. Lebster tries to feed it through the neutral zone. 3-on-3 rush here. Bankston fires a shot. Pad save made there. Actually, a shoulder save made there by Neighbor. That one might have stung him a bit as he's hunched over right now in his crease. Here come the Spartans the other way. Left wing side. This is DeSoto. Cross ice pass. Intercepted. Here comes the Knights the other way. Bankston. Little give and go trying to feed Lalonde. Schneider has it. Left wing side. Top of the circles. Takes a deflection and will go harmlessly away from the slot as it's picked up by the Spartans and DeSoto.
UCF looking like they want to play in the semifinals on Friday. Finally, looking a little alive here.
Right wing side, Lebster has this puck on the backhand. Out to the forehand, he spins, takes a shot, and just misses the far post there. Thurkel down in the butterfly to make the save. D'Agostini on the left point. He loses the puck. Look out here. Bankston's got a break. He's going to come in all alone. D'Agostini chasing him down. Backhand shot save made by Aaron Neighbor. D'Agostini might have gotten a stick into Bankston. He comes up looking a little bit hurt. Maybe it's more pride than anything as he's going to go out to the bench for a change. 3:03 to go in the second. 6-3, Michigan State leads.
Ref was signaling that it was more of a stick lift and might have just caught him there, but it was hard to see. I mean, Bankston looked a little hunched over. Here comes Michigan State.
Look out the other way. Zach Beaumont, the captain in for Michigan State, fires and scores. Top left corner, he picked it and found it, and the Spartan captain makes this a 4-goal game again. 7-3, Michigan State.
That's a third straight goal where UCF has cut it back down to 3, and Michigan State's answered very quickly within 2 to 4 minutes after every single goal to make it a 4-goal lead, give them that comfortable spot again. UCF was looking fantastic for the last 4 or 5 minutes of gameplay, and then Michigan State makes it a 4-goal game again.
Here comes Central Florida the other way. Zanicki in this on the back end. He fires a shot, and Neighbor makes the save and will hold on. D'Agostini picks up the assist on the Beaumont goal. He had the 100-foot stretch pass that sprung the captain. For D'Agostini, he's now got a multi-point night, 2 assists here in this period. 2:45 to go here in the second period. Michigan State wins a defensive zone draw, and then O'Neal falls down. Big hit behind the net. Central Florida trying to dive with this one here near side. They're jamming at it. Holding onto his post is Aaron Neighbor. And now we got some hands up in the cages here as the whistle blows. Linesmen step in to intervene, and I think cooler heads will prevail. 2:35 to go in the second. Central Florida still buzzing here. 7-3 Michigan State leads, though.
Thought that would have gotten a little more aggressive there in front of the net. Neither teams looked too happy, but luckily for the game, everyone kind of cooled down and will play on.
Michigan State wins this draw into the left corner. It's O'Neal with the puck. State's going to get it out. D'Agostini passing right wing side, finds Rothy. Rothy trying to center it back to D'Agostini. Central Florida stick got in the way, and here come the Knights the other way. Blazik with this puck. Blazik trying to dance around his counterpart 17 in O'Neal. Behind the net it goes. O'Neal puts a hit into Blazik. Now he's got inside position on him. Central Florida works it out into the slot. Couldn't be found there by Zanicki, and now Knoppel has the puck. Behind the net, he works it back around. Blazik getting around D'Agostini. He comes out with it on his backhand. Blazik will put it back into the corner. Found here by Sipperly. Sipperly trying to center in front, and O'Neal able to pick that puck up. He'll go off glass and send it out. Michigan State going to try and get a change out of this, but it's the period of long change. They need to send it farther, but they'll be helped out as Brockman will just put it into the Michigan State bench trying to go off glass. 1:49 to go in the second period. It's Michigan State 7. It's Central Florida 3.
I would say UCF, I think, has outplayed Michigan State this period, but still the same score. Well, not the same score. Same deficit remains as they just give up that one big chance, and Michigan State's executed perfectly on all the chances they've gotten this period.
Face off here, coming to the left of Thurkel. Central Florida wins it, but only just as Evoy is going to come out with it for Michigan State. Centering in front, Lalonde got a stick in the way. Lamontia tried to hit him off the puck to get the chance, and then getting planted there is Evoy on a counter check. Check that. That was Cox who got planted there on the counter check. Lamontia here in the corner, trying to fight through a double team of Central Florida players. Evoy coming in to help out his teammate. Evoy with this puck now on the half wall, works it out to Gramlich, fires a shot and a glove save made by Thurkel, and Lamontia getting his hands up against another Central Florida player. Linesmen again intervene. 1:20 to go in the second. Doesn't look like anybody's being taken out of this one.
Lamontia just seems to be in the middle kind of every scrum when he's on the ice. I mean, he just, I don't know, he just keeps fighting and keeps getting in these scrums.
He's one of those grinders, one of those sandpaper guys, but Lamontia, he also can put the puck into the back of the net. Coming into this tournament, Lamontia, he had 30 goals on the season, so he's more than a goon out there for Michigan State. From the left wing side, Lamontia to Gramlich, and we get a whistle And I think we got a player hurt there in the corner. No, we got a helmet off.
Helmet off, yep.
Yeah, we do have a helmet off there. It looks like Gramlich lost his lid there. And once any player loses their helmet on the ice, they have to be replaced, and we need a whistle. Check that. That's not Gramlich. It looks like that's number 7. Jersey's tucked into the back. Can't tell for sure. If it's 7, it's Cox.
Yeah, most definitely 7 right there.
So State will get the change, and it's a neutral zone draw with 1:12 to go in the second period. State up 7-3 over Central Florida here in Pool B. Right wing side, Goods brings this puck in. Goods trying to dance around a man. He gets hit off the puck there. Eggenberger able to keep in right wing side. Eggenberger, cross ice pass. Zelenka fires a shot, and getting across for the save is Thurkel. At the left point here, this is Lynch. Lynch trying a little give and go play. Now Goods fires a shot. Loose in front. Zelenka had it and lost it in the crease. Goods with this puck on the half wall, far side. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. State a little bit bunched up right now. Guys fighting there as between Lynch and another Central Florida player in the slot. Now Zelenka fires and scores. A little bit of a screen in front. I don't know if Thurkel had a chance regardless. And Tom Zelenka just keeps this one going here for Michigan State. They're up 8-3.
That's Zelenka's 3rd goal in the game. That'll give him a hat trick here. He's got 3 of the 8 for Michigan State, increasing that lead to 5. And like you said, they were bunched out. They were kind of bunched up over there. But Zelenka was kind of able to move over to the left as UCF stayed over there to the right, and then he was able to get the goaltender moving and go back to the right.
Central Florida wins this draw here. Knoppel, a little D-to-D pass here with Brockman. Brockman only gets it to the Michigan State blue line. Central Florida gets it right back. They just send it into the zone weakly. Here come the Spartans the other way. Eggenberger to Lynch, left wing side. Lynch going to work in on his backhand, fire a shot. Holding onto his post there is Thurkel. 15 seconds left to go here in the second period. Knights have it from behind their own net. Knoppel goes off boards, intercepted at the red line there by Blank. Blank with this puck to Eggenberger. Now into the zone right wing side is Michigan State. 5 seconds to go. Thurkel will just stick it into the corner, and that will do it of 40 minutes of hockey here at Chillers North. Michigan State continuing to pile it on here. They lead 8-3 over Central Florida. Jared, again, Michigan State playing for pride. We've made this a huge point. But right now, this Michigan State team, they look like the #1 team in the country. They look like the team everyone was expecting to. And it's nice to see that, yeah, there's a little bit of rough stuff, but I don't think any more than a game that doesn't mean anything to the Spartans. They've been a great job here coming off the loss to Quinnipiac. They've responded well, I think.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, they've taken advantage of pretty much a lot of the opportunities they've had, especially in that second period. UCF played that period very well, but even as little chances as Michigan State had, they were able to net 3 goals in the period and really just took advantage of the opportunities they got.
Well, that'll do it for 40 minutes of play. When we come back, we'll recap the scoring summary with you from that second period and get you ready for the third period of action. It's Michigan State 8, it's Central Florida 3, here live from Columbus, Ohio. This is the ACHA D3 National Championships. one more time. Welcome back here to the Chillers North Ice Arena in Columbus, Ohio. It is the ACHA Division III Men's National Tournament. I'm Zach DeBozart alongside Jared Nyland. We have an 8-3 scoreline here for you. Michigan State, who is eliminated from Pool B mathematically against Central Florida, who's still alive but facing a tall task, down 5 with 20 minutes to go. Yeah,
they've had it down to 3 a couple times, and then they've lost that lead to 4. For the first time, Michigan State's increased it to 5. So, I mean, tall order, and if you're Quinnipiac sitting at home or sitting in the stands, wherever they are, they got to be smiling right now.
We already know one winner that's advancing to the semifinals out of the national tournament here on day 2. It's Oakland out of Pool C. They will play the winner of Pool B, which is very possibly Quinnipiac if this Michigan State win holds up through these last 20 minutes. It's possible while we're through this game, we'll also know the Pool D winner. Hope is currently leading Florida Gulf Coast 5-2. Hope would be 2-0, and there have been so many ties in that pool, no other team would actually be able to reach 2 wins if Hope is able to pull out the victory against the Eagles. Again, up 3 in the third period over on the other sheet. You can check that. Just click the right stream on our YouTube page to find the call of that game for Sean Bednard and Tyler Marcotte there.
Yeah, I mean, Arkansas has tied both their games, so they're 0-2. I mean, you know, it's crazy to think that we might have 3 pools already decided at the end of day 2, and you know what? It's the thing that's surprising is that Central, who's played amazing, 2-0, winning 12-3 today, and what was the score yesterday? Again, it was
9-1
against George Mason.
Talking about Central Michigan, obviously. We have Central Florida in front of us. Just want to make sure that that distinction is made. But you're right. Pool A is the only pool that's going to be competitive, and it's going to be a winner-take-all between Central Michigan and Air Force. You're going to want to tune into that game. I believe that is a 5:30 start. 5:30 start
here. Bednard and Tyler Marcotte on the call for you there.
So find that with Sean Bednard and Tyler Marcotte here on our YouTube page. The third period about to get going here. Central Florida will be attacking right to left across your screen. Michigan State left to right. State in the white jerseys. Central Florida in the black.
The only pool to have 2 2-0 teams in it, which is a bit surprising.
Got 2 new netminders to tell you about here in this one. Actually, one netminder returning. It's Benjamin Tebow, the sophomore from St. Albans, Vermont, returning for Central Florida. He faces down a 2-on-2 rush, but his defense helps him out. Drew Bankston gets it out to the neutral zone. And over on the other side for Michigan State, it's Micah Byer, the freshman from Grand Haven, Michigan. He comes in for Aaron Neighbor. So Don Headley just trying to get another one of his netminders, a period of experience here at the national level. So Byer and Tebow, now your netminders here for Michigan State and Central Florida, respectively. As we begin, we're 30 seconds into the third period here. Michigan State enters in on the left wing side with Rothy. Rothy coming in, tries to center it in front, hits the side of the net and just stays there. Tebow didn't really know where it was, but the Central Florida defense able to help him out. Brockman with this puck, works it out to the neutral zone, picked up here by Goods. Goods going to work it in, right wing side, facing down the defense, inside, outside, inside move, comes in, shot, save made, right on the logo. Central Florida's Tebow able to corral that puck. Took a little bit of abuse there as a lot of players crashed in the net, but he's okay as he gets back up and hands the puck to the linesman. 18:55 to go in the third. It's Michigan State 8 and Central Florida 3.
Interesting to see Byer come out, even though, I mean, you know, they're up 8-3 and it doesn't matter. Only his 3rd appearance. It'll be interesting to see what Michigan State does tomorrow, if they start him or go back to Neighbor for the last game of the year.
Yeah, if Michigan State's been eliminated, so this game essentially doesn't matter for them, but if Pool C is wrapped up for Quinnipiac, or excuse me, Pool B is wrapped up for Quinnipiac, Michigan State even more so will have a game that won't matter, and for their opponent, it might not matter either. That would be the New Mexico Lobos. 18:30 left to go here in the third period. It's Michigan State 8, Central Florida 3. They're buzzing in the zone. La Montilla with this puck tries to work it back out to the center point, and it's knocked away here, picked up by Joseph Walker. Walker trying to dance around a man, and picking it up there is Michigan State and Nate O'Neill. Centering in front. Oh, look at that. Walker scores. Wow. Joseph Walker, the senior from Orlando, Florida. Haven't heard his name called a lot, but in his first shift here in the third period, he deflects the puck from his knees over the shoulder of Micah Byer, and Central Florida now down 4. It's 8-4.
Fantastic heads-up play there by Walker to be able to get his stick on the puck and deflect it somewhere on net. I mean, fantastic play. He was on his knees, couldn't really control much other than his stick, and controlled it the right way and was able to put that one in.
Joseph Walker, again, this his senior season, just his third goal of the year, coming into the national tournament. And again, Central Florida's still alive. They got 18 minutes to try and force some kind of result out of this as Tebow covers up for a whistle. I think both coaches changing their goalies kind of know the results in hand, but hey, there's a lot of hockey to play, and we've seen some crazy things on this day alone.
Yeah, I mean, the game we did earlier reminds me, Quinnipiac just scored in bunches in that second period.
Left wing side, here's Blazik. He comes in with the puck on his backhand, taken away by D'Agostini. He works it back around the net here for DeSautel. DeSautel, he'll flip it out to center ice. High looping shot, and it will go to the blue line. Found there by Brockman at the right point, though. Held in by Eggenberger. Eggenberger fires a shot, knocked away by the skate of Blazik. Blazik now to the right point, held in by DeSautel. Firing a shot, deflected wide of the near post by Michigan State. Tom Zelenka with this puck to D'Agostini at the left point, fires, and a right pad save made there by Tebow. Tom Zelenka picks it up in the left corner, comes out on his forehand right wing side, spins it back around now to the backhand in the corner, tries to leave there for Lynch, and Zelenka just got planted after he threw that pass over to the circle. D'Agostini to Lynch now. Lynch will go behind the net, Brockman all over his back, trying to leave for Tom Zelenka, and Zelenka will throw a counter check there against Zanicki. We play on. Colin Lynch comes out of the far half wall.
Some big hits being laid here early on in the third period.
Zelenka and Zanicki, easy for me to say, going in against each other there in the left corner, and now McGrath tries to get it out. D'Agostini holds in at the left point. It rims around the boards. Lynch will start a Michigan State change behind this. At the right point, DeSautel trying to hold in, and he will with the help of Eggenberger. Eggenberger from the top of the circles feeds back to DeSautel. Right wing side, gets it down here for Sabina. Sabina centers in front, able to find Zelenka. Zelenka back to the left point for D'Agostini. 16 and a half minutes to go in the third period. Michigan State with a lot of offensive zone time here on this shift.
UCF needs desperately to get this puck out of the zone, and they just can't.
Sabina was double teamed there against a couple of Knights. Blazik fell down, but he was able to get the puck around. Brockman helps it around now, and now the Knights able to get it out and start a much-needed change. DeSautel has it at the red line. He'll shoot it in just wide of the far post as Tebow watches it go by. Isola takes a hit there in the corner, still up with the puck. Lebster tries to help out his teammate, and now Drew Bankston will take it away. Bankston pokes it up the right wing side for Schneider. 2-on-2 come the Knights. Schneider fires a shot. Byer makes a left pad save. Picked up here by Bankston. He works it back around the corner for Schneider. Now back to Bankston. Left wing side, he goes up the wall with it. Knoppel fires a shot. He whiffed on it. Lebster got a block on it. Still in the zone, though, for Central Florida. Schneider fires a shot. Rebound off the stick there, and Bankston couldn't corral it. Michigan State gets it out only to the red line as the Knights shoot it back in. Byer plays this puck from behind his net. Lebster tries to get it out, held there at the left point by Knoppel. Knoppel works it down into the corner, a one-on-one battle. All over his man there is Matt Patonic. Bankston steals it away from him, fires a shot, and just misses the far post. Might have took a deflection on the way to the netminder. 15-10 to go here in the third period. Central Florida down 4. They need a result to keep their tournament hopes alive. Cross-ice pass, finds Schneider. 2-on-1 if they hustle, but coming back on the back check is Zach Beaumont. He neutralizes Drew Bankston. Joey Zelenka with this puck on the backhand, taking some abuse. Dishes off here for Lebster, still in the offensive zone, though, as Bankston gets in front of Lebster. Now in the corner, Drew Bankston comes out with it. On his backhand, centering in front, goes to the center slot, picked up here by Knoppel. Knoppel looking for some space, fires right wing side. Byer makes the save, rebound. Bankston can't corral it. It goes into the corner. Works around behind the net for Schneider. Schneider trying to fight off Beaumont. He puts a big hit into him, but he leaves for Bankston. Bankston centering in front off the side of the net, goes to the corner, firing a shot there is Zalick, and a save made by Byer through some traffic.
UCF finally creating pressure after Michigan State had it in their own zone for a good 2 to 3 minutes.
Now Joey Zelenka has his puck in the neutral zone, 2-on-1 if he wants it. Right wing side coming in, spots up, fires a shot, and a blocker save made there by Tebow. Knoppel gets the puck into the corner and leaves it for a teammate. Walker, who has the goal here for Central Florida in this period, gets it out to the neutral zone, but Michigan State fires it right back in. Under 14 minutes to go here in the third period. Held in by LaMantia? No, it just squirts out off sides, and State has to touch up. Central Florida, D to D pass, full head of steam. Here comes Brockman over the red line, now through center ice. He's going to come in, leave a pass left side for Zanicki, fires a shot, ramps up off the stick of Byer and goes behind the net. Here's Zach Beaumont the other way. 3-on-2 for Michigan State if they want it. Rothy holds himself onside. Beaumont falls down as he tries to go around the lawn, firing a shot, save made. It's under the pad of Tebow, and he covers up for a whistle. Benjamin Tebow had to make a quick reactionary save. He found it under the pad and keeps this a 4-goal game.
Beautiful pass there from Beaumont. He was fully on his stomach and just kind of curled his stick back around for the drop back pass right in the side here. Great scoring opportunity there, but a nice save by Tebow to keep them alive.
13:31 to go here in the third period. Michigan State leads 8-4. They win the offensive zone draw. Cox trying to get it back to the D, but Goods was not in the right place. He'll get it in the neutral zone. He'll come in right wing side. Goods dancing around a man, looking into the slot. Backhand leap for Cox. Cox wasn't on the same page, and now here comes Blazek the other way for Central Florida. Blazek, cross ice pass, goes off the stick there of Zanicki as it'll go down into the corner for Evoy. Evoy cycles it around. Blazek able to hold it at the half wall. Give and go with Lalonde. Lalonde up the right wing side on the backhand, taking a lot of abuse, trying to fight through a double team. Michigan State takes it away from him, and Lamontia on the left wing side, 2-on-1, fakes a slapper, fires a wrist shot high over the cage there of Tebow, and that will go to the right point where Central Florida will corral it and try and get it out to the neutral zone. Cross ice pass, no one in particular. Brockman picks it up off the wall, and now here comes a Central Florida rush. Zanicki fires it in. Oh, and Lamontia with a big hit on him right in front of the penalty box as Zanicki goes off for a change.
Looked like he had Tebow beat on that last shot, but just a little too high on the shot, and it goes off the back glass.
Right wing side, here comes Cox into the zone. Cox waiting, intercepted there in the slot. Good active stick right there by Lalonde. Now firing from the right point is Blank, and seeing that one whole way is Tebow. He'll make the save and cover up. 12:20 to go here in the third period. Michigan State 8, Central Florida 4.
Tebow playing very well since coming back after being pulled early on in the first. You know, he's played this entire third period and made some good saves, especially that one that was in the slot from the pass by Beaumont. And, you know, he's keeping the team in it, trying to get some momentum going, maybe, you know, give the team a little bit of confidence and try to come back from this deficit.
Schneider has this puck at the red line. He'll shoot it into the zone. No icing there as he had the red. From behind the net, Michigan State trying to work it out. This is Zelenka with the puck. Tom Zelenka works it to Lynch. Lynch, a 3-on-1 opportunity for Michigan State, and the drop pass, no one was home. Bankston will just send it back out to the neutral zone. Tom Zelenka enters in right wing side, tries to dance around a man, still has the puck. He's getting a lot of abuse there in the slot, and now he finally loses it. Chipped out to the neutral zone by Perlman.
Had Bankston there by the blue line, couldn't quite get the pass to him as Michigan State intercepted it.
D'Agostini picks up this puck, and now into the right wing it goes here. Eggenberger leaves it ahead for Lynch. Lynch coming in, toe drag, fires, second effort save. Eggenberger the rebound, and another stop made there by Tebow. Good 3-save sequence from the sophomore from Vermont, and with 11:30 to go in the third, he keeps this a 4-goal game.
You know, I really like the play of the sophomore Colin Lynch out of Canton, Michigan for Michigan State. I just love this style of play. He's a gritty player. He really gets in there. He fights for every puck. He wants to win every battle he's in, but he also has a nice shot, and he's a good creator of chances on the Michigan State offense.
Tying up on that draw, eventually Central Florida will come away with possession. Lalonde skating out in front of his own net, lost possession of it. Now he gets it to the near side half wall, trying to send it out, and D'Agostini had that puck in the neutral zone, tried to glove it in like it was in the entire way. Linesman caught him there, and it goes for offsides. 11:13 to go in the third period.
Looked like a pretty good call from the linesman there, just outside the zone. Michigan State couldn't quite keep that one in.
Face-off won by Central Florida, but they got to go all the way back into the corner and grab it. This is Lalonde. Lalonde coming out from behind his own net. He's chopped down. Penalty coming up here to Michigan State. Tebow going to go away to his net, and now picking up the puck is Isola. Couldn't obviously go for the empty net because the whistle goes, and we get the penalty to be assessed to Michigan State's number 17, Nate O'Neill. Or is that 11?
No, it's 11. It's
the fonts
Sabina.
Are pretty similar there on 1 and 7. You're right. It is Andrew Sabina, the junior out of Shelby Township, Michigan. 11:01 to go in the third, and a 2-minute power play here for Central Florida. They're 1 for 3 previous, so who knows? They get a goal here, make it 3. And we got half a period still to work with. I've seen crazier things.
I have 2. I mean, 1 for 3 tonight, but let's look at it. 1 for 12 on the national tournament scale. We'll see if they can make it 2 for 13 and make it that 3-goal game.
On the right point, this is held in by Central Florida, down to Brockman. Check that. That's Schneider in the corner. Schneider works it around here. This is Brockman behind the net. Coming out in the right wing on his forehand, works it back to the right point here for Knoppel. Knoppel fires in a shot, took a deflection in front, and then a couple of bodies fly. Bankston holds in, left wing side, firing from an acute angle, hits the side of the net. Schneider with it to Bankston behind the goal line. Bankston centering in front. Oh, and the chance for Brockman was denied by Beyer, and a great save.
Fantastic save there. I thought he had it for sure.
Bankston here in the left wing side, trying to center it in front. Nobody home. Actually was behind Andrew Schneider there, and it will go down to the Central Florida blue line. Knights will have to regroup. Knoppel had his pass taken away by the other captain, Beaumont. Beaumont centers it. Joey Zelenka on his backhand. He's going to get tripped up, and we're going to get a penalty call against Central Florida to even this up. 4-on-4. Brockman, the guilty party for the Knights.
Yeah, good call by the official there. Just tripped him up in the feet after the turnover. You know, the penalty stemmed from the turnover there. UCF couldn't clear it out of their own zone on the power play, and that'll wipe out another power play chance for UCF. 1:05
of power play time neutralized there, as we'll play 4-on-4 for that duration, and then a 55-second abridged power play for Michigan State. 10:06 left to go here in the third period. Michigan State leading 8-4. If this result holds, Quinnipiac wins Pool B and will advance to play Oakland in a semifinal on Friday.
UCF really needs to look to their star player Bankston for some help here. He needs to try to get this team back in the game.
4-on-4 play here as Michigan State has it at the red line. Austin Rothy with this puck. Rothy, the left wing side, it's sent in by Patonic. Patonic rims it around the boards. It's found there, and a shot coming in from an acute angle off the stick of DeSautel, and it's saved by Tebow. Central Florida only able to get it out just past the blue line. Hit put on there from Blazik against his man. That's Eggenberger. Eggenberger trying to work around Blazik, get it through his legs. O'Neal picks up, check that, this Patonic checks up the puck, and now to DeSautel. Back to Patonic, the 2D play, a little catch. Oh, look out, hole in his stick there for DeSautel. Central Florida coming the other way. Blazik fires a shot, blocked there. Patonic a little worse for wear, and then scores. Brandon Blazik puts it through the 5-hole of Micah Beyer. It just trickles over the goal line, and a 4-on-4 goal makes this 8-5.
I mean, as you could probably see from my reaction, I was pretty surprised there myself. I didn't think that was going to slide in, and it did. I mean, it's a 3-goal game here now, 8-5. UCF looking alive. They're buzzing on all sorts of levels right now in this period. It'll be interesting to see, as we have our media timeout here coming up, it'll be interesting to see if Michigan State possibly goes back to Neighbor to keep this lead as where it is.
And you bring up a very good point there, Jared. Yeah, when both teams came out and said, all right, we're going to put our different goalies in, Central Florida returned Tebow to the crease, and Micah Beyer, who you said has been in, 5 games for Michigan State?
No, this is only his third.
This is only his third game, so under 5 games for Beyer, just trying to get himself some experience, and the young freshman out of Grand Haven can't be feeling too well. Central Florida with 2 goals here, and they've sort of clawed their way back into it. Look, they're down 3. They need 3 in the next 9-16 to force overtime, and a win keeps them alive in Pool B. Again, I've seen crazier things, but it's just so interesting, the dynamic. Central Florida comes out, and with the change of goalies, you kind of think, well, maybe we're all just phoning it in here, but Central Florida, not the case.
No. And, I give Beyer some credit. He made a beautiful save to keep this game where it is. It could easily be right now a 2-goal game. He had a sled across the crease, got it with his toe, it looked like, on his left pad save. So, yeah, it looks like he's coming back out for now, but it'll be interesting to see if that changes. Beyer playing some pretty good hockey, some pretty good goalie right now. Just let in a few weak ones there, especially that one.
So we still skate 4-on-4 for 15 more seconds, and then Michigan State will have a 55-second power play. Central Florida wins the draw, D-to-D pass. Zalik was in a little bit of trouble, able to get it out to the neutral zone here, though, and here's O'Donnell. O'Donnell taking a little abuse from La Mantia. He has to retreat back into the neutral zone, and Michigan State now on a power play. Chipping it into the zone here is Perlman. D'Agostini will send it off the near side boards. La Mantia will chip it in, takes a deflection. No icing here against Michigan State. In the left corner, Zalik in a little bit of trouble against Cox. Cox puts him into the wall, and La Mantia trying to play vulture. Now Michigan State able to get it out to the left point. Here's Goods with the puck. Goods just holding it on that blue line, gets it to D'Agostini on the right wing side. Down to La Mantia. 28 seconds remain here in the Michigan State power play. La Mantia posters up to the slot. Now back to D'Agostini. To La Mantia. Fires a shot. Save D'Agostini the rebound, and they score. The media timeout worked there for Don Headley, and D'Agostini pots a rebound in in the slot. It's 9-5 Michigan State.
Well, get it back to 4 now, and that really hurts UCF chances. That they need 4 goals now in the next 8:25, so just about 1 per 2 minutes, and I think that might put the nail in the coffin possibly. 4 goals is a lot.
It was challenging, and now with that goal, it might make it darn near impossible for Central Florida as they are down 4, 9-5 to Michigan State. They need a win to keep their tournament hopes alive. 8:15 left to go here in the third period. We're back to 5-on-5 play. Got some trouble here, and Michigan State's going to go off. Looks like La Mantia got caught with an extra hit along the half boards there.
I think there might be 2 coming up to Michigan State. He had the interference or rough down there, and then I thought this official had another call himself.
We had 2 arms up in the air, but it's possible it was just for the same call. We'll have to see. A little bit of rough stuff there on the far side half boards. La Mantia was involved in it, and they're talking with La Mantia right now. The linesmen are, at least. I think he's being kicked out of this game.
Really? That is... he is?
Yeah,
he's staying off the ice.
Yeah, La Mantia's going to the door there. He's off. Now, there's 8:06 left to go here in the third, and only 2 minutes goes on the board. I'm willing to believe this is just a 2-minute minor and a 10-minute misconduct. So it's not that La Mantia's been thrown out, but with the time left in the game, he's pretty much done for the night.
Exactly. I'm still curious about him putting, the other official putting his arm up, because it was way after that play. So an interesting thing there. I'm not quite sure what happened.
2 minutes for holding and a 10-minute misconduct, so it might have been something La Mantia did after the fact. Meanwhile, right side coming in here, and Eggenberger had a chance at net, but he had the puck taken out from a good stick check by Central Florida. So the Knights return to the power play here. They're 1 for 3 previous as they come in across the blue line right wing side. Zalik knocks the puck out of the air. No high stick, say the officials. Rims around the boards for Knoppel on the left wing. Knoppel works the puck down behind the net. Central Florida looking to get somebody into the slot. Eggenberger with good coverage there on Michigan State's side. Zanicki with this puck. On the right wing side, he fires in a shot. Save made on the glove and then held eventually. Rebound had to be corralled there by Byer. Schneider saw it for a second. Thought he had some daylight to poke it home. 7:15 to go here in the third period. Now the scoreboard says Michigan State 8, but we have Michigan State 9.
I think they're announcing the goal right now, so I think they're going to put it up on the board. We'll see what happens there, but it is 9-5 here, and you know UCF's looking pretty good on this power play. They can't quite get enough chances here to put one in yet.
Bankston,
nice shot there.
Bankston fired that shot from the right point. It just went high over the bar. At the left point, Central Florida able to hold in. Zanicki with this pass, and it's taken away by D'Agostini. D'Agostini feeds Eggenberger. He's in all alone. Eggenberger on the breakaway. Oh, and he whiffed on the shot. He lost the puck, and at the short side, he's fighting for it. Referee with the arm up in the air. We got a penalty call. It's going to be slashing, but is it going to be a penalty shot? The answer looks like no.
I thought he had a pretty clean stick lift there, but the official went with the slash. Might have caught him on the wrist there when he went up with the stick. Not quite sure, but the official called it, and we'll go play some 4-on-4 hockey here. John
Brockman, the sophomore out of Orlando, Florida, the guilty party there. He's not happy as he smacks the stick against the penalty box glass, and we're 4-on-4 for the next 50 seconds. Michigan State will then have a 1 minute and 10-second abridged power play. The Spartans are 0 for 1 so far on it. Centering out in front, nobody home for Michigan State, and here comes Central Florida the other way. Still 4-on-4 with 6:45 to go in the third period. Spartans grab this puck. Here's DeSautel with it. He fights through a check. He gets tripped up right in front of the official. No call there. Central Florida gets it right back with Lalonde. He centers in front. Bankston couldn't reach that puck in time. Knoppel fires a shot, just misses the near post.
Gotta wonder if the ref just kind of let that one go since it's a 4-goal game, because, I mean, that happened right in front of him, and I thought it was clear as day as a trip.
Knoppel from the left point. His pass intercepted by Patonic. Here comes Lebster the other way. Lebster right wing side, a 2-on-2 rush. Patonic crashes the net. Now so too does Lebster. A lot of people in the blue paint, and here comes Central Florida the other way. Bankston, 1-on-1, now 1-on-2, and what a hit from Patonic. Coming back on the back check. Bankston thought he had all kinds of time to deke, and what a fantastic hit put on by the sophomore from Rochester Hills. Bankston's not happy. He's letting the officials know about it. That was about as clean as they come. Meanwhile, Lebster, the shot goes off the mask of Tebow.
Can't really understand what he's complaining about. Maybe he wanted to charge on it, but I don't see anything. I thought it was a clean as day hit.
2-on-3 the other way for Michigan State as the penalty is over to the Spartans. They're now going to start on a power play. Goods comes in from the far side, now retreats back behind the net. Nice little move around one as he has it, top of the circle's right wing side. He sends it behind the net, picked up by Joey Zelenka. Zelenka on the backhand to Lebster. Back to the left point here. That's a new number, Dakota Risto, number 77. That shot coming in, backhand, a save made as Joey Zelenka was denied on the back door. Check that, that's 17 Nate O'Neill, not 77.
Nice save there by Tebow.
As Bankston will get this puck, he'll send it skyward. 10 seconds left in the Central Florida power play, or Central Florida penalty kill, excuse me, and Michigan State will have to corral it. Goods with this puck. He goes off the board. Central Florida back to 5-on-5. They have that puck. Ooh, that could have been an icing call, but the linesmen say the Central Florida player was still in the box, so it was a shorthanded dump in. 4:45 to go here in the third period. And despite what the scoreboard says on your screen in real time, the graphic is correct. It is 9-5.
Yeah, oh, they just changed
There we go.
it.
You must have heard me complaining about it. From behind the net, Central Florida picks it up here on the left wing side with this puck now is Sipperly. Sipperly works it up the wing, trying to feed O'Donnell. Michigan State gets ahead of it with Goods. Goods. And look at that. Somebody lost an edge right there on the right wing side. Goods going to pass it over here to O'Neill. He works up to the neutral zone. O'Neill with a bit of a high counter hit. We play on. Joey Zelenka, 2-on-1 break. He took it himself, and he missed wide on the far post. 4 minutes left to go here in the third period. 9-5, Michigan State leads. From the left wing side, firing a shot in is Rothy, and a pad save made by Tebow. Saw it through some traffic.
Tebow's played pretty solid after coming back for this third period. Only one goal allowed, and it was on a defensive breakdown too.
2-on-1 battle here. Michigan State, though, loses that battle on the half wall. Here comes Sipperly the other way. He gives to O'Donnell, and he'll start a Central Florida change on that dump-in. 3:40 left to go here in the third period. 9-5, Michigan State leads over Central Florida.
With 3:30 here, I'm thinking about, barring something miraculous, I think this one's just about done.
Central Florida trying to get out of their zone as Knoppel rims it around the boards, intercepted by Michigan State, but Brockman takes a pass from the slot and takes it right back. Blazik coming the other way, had to fight through a hook, gain the red line, but only gets it to the Michigan State blue line. Blank sends it out to the neutral zone. Knoppel dances around one. Now he comes in left wing side. Knoppel going to fire a shot in. Oh, it's off the corner post. Right there is Knoppel showing off the sniping skills, but just missed finding Twine. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third period. Central Florida, bad pass there in the neutral zone. Evoy comes in 1-on-2 against Knoppel. Evoy retreats to the right wing side, waits for some reinforcements, sends it around. Isola can't reach the puck. Blazik will get to it first for the Knights. Here's Brockman with the puck. Brockman on the backhand. He'll send it out to the neutral zone. And now here comes Blazik, right wing side. Oh, he dances around a hit. He goes around a deke. He got checked from behind there as D'Agostini made the hustle play on defense. And here comes Michigan State the other way. 2-on-1 if they want it. Oh. Blank feeds it to Cox in front. Glove save made right there by Tebow. And it might be a 9-5 game, but Cox wanted that one as he slams his stick in disgust. He knows he should have done better right there.
Yeah, Tebow playing pretty well this third period after that struggle in the first. Just to give you listeners an update, as of 4 minutes ago, Hope has increased their lead to 6-2 with 4:10 left in the third. So it looks like Hope will be moving on from that pool. And with this game as it is, it looks like we'll have 2 4 seeds and a 3 seed advancing, and then the 1-2 either tomorrow between Central Michigan and Air Force.
Left wing side, Perlman enters the zone here for Central Florida. He's dispossessed there by Eggenberger, and trying to dance around a man is Lynch. Lalonde puts a check into him, though. Eggenberger holds in at the right point, leaves for Lynch in the slot. He has a tangled up in his feet. Bankston can't get it out of the zone. Now he does with a little help. And now right wing side, here comes Schneider. 2-on-1 with Perlman. Drop pass. Bankston, top of the circle, shot. And he just misses the far post. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third period. Eggenberger with this puck. Cross ice pass into the neutral zone for DeSautel. DeSautel left wing side. He'll drop it back for Lynch. Trying to feed Tom Zelenka, and it's intercepted by Schneider. Schneider will chip it up off the glass. Central Florida changes behind this as Patonic picks up the puck. 95 seconds remain in this game. O'Neill goes down. Referees weren't buying that one. I think he just tripped over the blue line there. DeSautel grabs the puck at the red line, left wing side. He's trying to chip it in. Clash of sticks there, and Schneider will poke it ahead for himself, trying to dance around a man, but holding his place right there is Tyler Isola. D-to-D pass for Central Florida. Lalonde shoots it in, left wing side. It'll go around the boards. Picked up here by DeSautel. DeSautel will leave for Patonic. A little bit of rough stuff there in the left corner, but here comes Patonic. Patonic, a little bit of a hip check right there against him. He'll go off for a change now. As with this puck here is Sabina. Sabina, drop pass here, finds O'Neill. O'Neill, right wing side, fires a shot in, deflects into the slot. Lebster picks it up on the left wing side. 45 seconds left to go in the third. O'Neill fires, blocker save made there, and it goes out right wing side to Bankston. Along the half wall, far side, Michigan State will get it out. Isola lost his stick though, just has to kick it back, and Bankston flips it out harmlessly to center with 30 seconds to go in the game. Lebster with it, gets it into the neutral zone. He finds Sabina. Sabina with a full head of steam on the right wing side, trying to get around Lalonde on his backhand. Fires it back to the top, couldn't get it to the point, intercepted by Central Florida. One more rush maybe here for the Knights with 12 seconds to go. Sipperly dances around a man, and nice poke check there by Micah Byer to break up the scoring chance. Now here's Zanicki with the puck. Zanicki trying to cut from the near side. It's across the crease, save made by Byer. They're all fighting for it, but the buzzer sounds, and this game is over. Michigan State with the win, 9-5 here in Pool B play, and that means congratulations to the Quinnipiac Brave. They win Pool B because of this result and will advance to play the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, the winner of Pool C, in a semifinal on Friday.
And just
hold on, before we go and look ahead, Jared, let's go ahead and finish out this game here. Just talking about what we saw. Obviously, I think you mentioned it a couple of times. Tebow looked very good after he was able to sit for about a period and a half and sort of get himself right between the ears. He did let in the one goal that really took all the air out of a potential Central Florida comeback, but I think when you look at the grand scheme of things, the way the coaches treated that third period, I don't think Central Florida thought they were going to come back, and when they got a couple of goals, they started to believe until that last Michigan State one.
Yeah, it kind of looked, they were playing a freestyle hockey out there, and it helped them, but then I think once they got it to 3 goals, it got in their mind like, man, we could actually come back and win this game and possibly fight for a spot in semis, and then they took the penalty after that made it 4-on-4, eventually had to kill off 55 seconds. Were unable to, as right in the slot, Michigan State just scored to make it a 4 goals, and pretty much after that 4th goal was scored, the game was over at that point. It was about 8:25 left in the game, and really no chance. I mean, needing 4 goals in 8 minutes, that's one every 2 minutes. That's not going to happen probably.
Rodney Lalonde and Brandon Blazek picked up the goals for Central Florida, and it was at one point 8-5, and then Michigan State right on the dot, what you said, with at the 11:35 mark of the third period, it was Lorenzo D'Agostini from Dean LaMantia, the junior from Chicago, Illinois, and that's how we ended up at 9-5. So Michigan State wins this one, Quinnipiac wins the pool. We know a couple of other pool winners. Well, we know of at least one, Oakland winning Pool C, and Hope right now, it's all but a formality over there on the other sheet if what you're telling me is true.
Yeah, the final score is Hope over Florida Gulf Coast 6-2, meaning Hope has clinched their pool. So they're the 3 seed moving on from that pool, a 4 seed in Quinnipiac moving on, and a 4 seed in Oakland. So a lot of upsets and some pretty surprising teams moving on from pool play into the semis that start on Friday.
So we're done here with day 2 of the national tournament, and from 16 teams, we are now down to just 5 remaining that have a shot at this national tournament title. We have Quinnipiac in Pool B. They're winning. They advance to play Oakland in Pool C. In Pool D, you just heard Jared tell you that it's Hope that advances on, and in Pool A, it's a winner-take-all game between Central Michigan and Air Force. Should be an absolute doozy. Central Michigan has just been wiping the floor with opponents so far in this tournament. Their goal differential is a combined 21-4 through 2 games. I mean, just absurd what the Chippewas are doing right now. Meanwhile, Air Force has 2 overtime wins, so they're a scrappy bunch. I think, as far as 1 versus 2 goes, that's almost a little David versus Goliath over there too, right?
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think a lot of people are favoring Central in that game, and I think a lot of people would be pretty shocked if Air Force comes out on top. But they're still the 1 seed. They got the auto bid. Central Michigan, yes, is ranked higher in the nation at number 3 compared to number 9 of Air Force. But they're the 1 seed from the Pacific. We'll see if they come out, play like the 1 seed should play against the 2 seed, and we'll see what happens.
Well, that'll do it for us here at Chillers North Ice Arena. Michigan State 9, Central Florida 5. We'll see you on day 3, and then the semifinals and finals as well coming up Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Still a lot of hockey left to play here from Columbus, Ohio. From the ACHA D3 National Championships, I'm Zach DeBozart. He's Jared Nyland. Big thanks to Lindsay and Piper, who've been running cameras for us all week long here at Chillers North Ice Arena. One more time, your final score: Michigan State 9, Central Florida 5.